What it is, what it was, what it could be, y'all. Welcome back to Disc Golf Justice. Today I'm gonna be playing 9 holes with one of the weirdest PDGA approved discs on the market, the RPM Tamoko. If you've ever thrown a Sonic, this is gonna feel pretty familiar to you. Honestly, this feels like an ultimate Frisbee. Like, it's huge. It feels big and deep in my hand. For a quick comparison, this is the Trash Panda inner core, and it can fit inside with wiggle room of this disc. It's gonna be pretty interesting throwing this because since I've been throwing like regular disc golf discs for so long, I don't really remember how to throw a normal Frisbee. This could get pretty interesting, plus it's fairly windy today. This video is sponsored by Disc Connection. Disc Connection is one of Australia's largest disc golf retailers, so make sure you're using code JUSTICE5 at checkout and get you a cheeky little savings. I'm gonna do the beginner friendly layout so everything's pretty ace runnable with normal discs, just because I have a feeling that this thing isn't gonna fly very far. It should compare to like a Polecat or a Glitch or the Sonic. Something that's more meant for warming up, not necessarily attacking a course. We'll see if I can even get this thing there. Oh, okay. Please bear with me as I try to figure out how to throw this disc. It's a little bit of a challenge. It feels funky in the hand. You can't really power it. You more gotta, you know, flick it. That's way too much. Oh man, that's gonna be a tester putt. Leaving it short. Come on, you can make something like that, ain't it? I know it. This is a hole where I don't really have any look at the basket. The wind's really starting to pick up now too, a headwind. So I've learned you can't muscle this disc. You definitely gotta just flick it. There we go. That's a half decent rip. It went somewhere at least. It didn't turn over. Can we just make a circle's edge putt, save a birdie? I'm a real pro disc golfer, guys. I'm a pro. So I'm beginning to feel like you can't really do a run up with this type of disc. I'm gonna try a standstill, see if that helps me out. This is gonna be a lot harder video than I thought it would be. Big time players make big time plays, baby. Let's make a play, just. Put the ante on that, you know what I mean? Should have put a little more on it. Dang, man. Dang. I feel like I'm getting the hang of this disc now. I'm gonna get this downhill one. It should turn over on itself because we do also have a bit of a headwind. I'm gonna just throw this bad boy in. Why not, you know? We're just gonna go whoosh, right into the basket. Flip, flip. Oh, now I really feel like I'm starting to understand this disc. If you try to muscle it and power it, it's flippy and it'll just turn over on you. It's not meant for that type of torque. But if you throw it properly with more like ultimate style, more wrist, it actually is somewhat stable. It'll hold the line. At least that's what I'm seeing. I don't know. Let's try to lay this up there. It has a lot of glide. Well, that was about a piss poor of an upshot as they come, so hopefully we can save a par. Big headwind coming. Come on, baby, just put it in there. Justice, every time you're doing the same thing. How are you gonna expect a different result when you're doing the same thing over and over again? Playing some amazing golf today, ladies and gents. Some amazing golf just for you. I wouldn't do this for anybody else, only for you. All right, this one here is a never seen before hole. That's because I just made it up now. We got a path that runs in between me and the basket. You gotta get across to some gun. So let's see if we can get this thing over there. Oh wait, I forgot. We gotta do the standstill with this, ain't it? All right, come on. Nice and easy, we're just gonna bang and throw it there. Let it glide. Great layup. We'll get it on the next one. Well, I meant to throw there and then I was, you know, on the next one. Yeah, so obviously the smart play was the layup here. Everybody that's played this hole that I just made up today knows that. You know, you want to lay up on this first shot and then attack on this second one. Watch this, I'm gonna throw it in. I almost pooped myself for a second. I thought it did it. I know what you're thinking. Justice is an absolute animal out here on this course. He is a menace, a problem to be dealt with. And let me tell you two things. I am. We got another hole with a path going across between me and the basket, so I'm gonna lay this one up intentionally this time. I mean, the last one was obviously intentional as well, but you know. And now look at that go. No, I sat down. That was actually pretty perfect. Well done. Oh snap, look at this. I thought it sat down on the top of that hill, but I guess it made it across, must have skid across the cement, and we did make it safe. So when I'm trying to lay up, I make it across the gap. When I'm trying to make it across the gap, we lay up. Do we have any look here? I might have to block you guys off from this one, try to make this, gonna do a little Annie putt. Well, looks like we'll be taking yet another trip to Paraguay, baby. So this hole is actually gonna be pretty tricky, as if the other holes haven't been challenging enough for me. But I'm gonna have to try to do some one-inch shit and curve it around this tree. Flip, get around it. Oh, the tree killed it. Wasn't a horrible attempt. Yeah, this disc is all in the wrist. It's more ultimate style, not necessarily disc golf style. Let's see if we can't get this to drop in there. Just play catch. There we go. Now see, that's the type of putt that keeps you coming back to the sport. Even when you're playing terrible, you're not making anything, all it takes is one putt like that, and you're like, yep, I love this shit. This big bend thing isn't usually there, so it's kind of blocking a lot of the lines. But I mean, I haven't been super accurate with this thing anyway, so we're kind of just spraying and praying at this point, ain't it? We got to cross the gap. Part of me really wants to run this because why the fuck not? But the other part of me is like, oh, Justice, just lay up. I don't know. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Oh. Luckily that tall grass caught it. We didn't go OB. We're fine. That is one thing I do really like about my putting style. Although I don't tend to make a lot of those long range ones, if I miss, it doesn't go too far past the basket like this. Hopefully we can still put this in there. Yeah. Last hole is an island hole. If there was ever a time to shine, baby, this is it. All we gotta do is get it there. Just pretend like you were playing catch. If you was playing catch with a friend down there, how would you throw it? Like this? You'd be like, here, catch this, buddy. Go, 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 go. I suck. We obviously didn't make the circle on that one. That went about 7 feet, so we're gonna have to putt from the drop zone. Oh, come on, Justice. Save a par. This would be a huge putt. Highlight putt. Do it. Oh! Dang it, man. Well, I think it's safe to say that the RPM Tamoko done whoop my butt today. All right, y'all, that is gonna wrap up my 9 holes with the RPM Tamoko. Very, very interesting disc. It is PDGA approved, so if you wanna bag one of these, technically you can, and you can use it in any sanctioned tournament. I was really struggling to figure this thing out. Towards the end, I started getting it a little bit, but you really can't power this disc. It's all in the wrist. It's more ultimate style, more flicking it with your wrist, active wrist motion. Whereas when I throw a normal disc, I'm not really actively thinking about my wrist at all. I'm just kind of letting it do its thing, keeping it loose. But what do you think? Is this the weirdest PDGA sanctioned disc you've ever seen? I know it's pretty similar to a Sonic. Most of y'all probably gonna come, you never seen a Sonic before. No, I haven't seen a Sonic before, and I ain't throwing one. So this is the weirdest PDGA sanctioned disc that I've ever seen. How about that? We're gonna leave it at that. If you guys like the video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. If you wanna see more, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future content. Shout out to Disconnection for supplying me with the disc and sponsoring the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.